And so does that put us into a bind? And that's what he's going to say. So our opponents will say, see, look, it's arbitrary. Great.
Right. You admit it, right?
Yeah, right.
I won.
Yeah, there you go. All right, walk away. We're all done. So that option is a reductio ad absurdum against the divine command theory. That is, if the divine command theory really does imply that we would be obligated to rape had God commanded it, then the divine command theory is obviously wrong. Well, I mean, he doesn't talk about it here, but I think that goes back to your worldview. Who cares? What? So what? Again, we have this understanding that we want to bring in a value of other people's well-being, or a sense of building a stronger community, a sense of survival. But at the same time, okay, fine, but I don't agree. Therefore, I can do whatever I want, right? And I'm only constrained by the might makes right of society, or the law, or my own value at the time of decision. And so he's going to speak against that. Sanat Armstrong, I like this quote here, and I think it illustrates it well. If a divine command constitutes our moral duty not to rape, for example, then what makes it morally wrong to rape is just that God commands us not to rape. Moreover, when God commands us to do or not do any act, we have a moral duty to do or not do that act. I find this view incredible. If God commands us to rape, that command would not create a moral requirement to rape. Moreover, even if God in fact never would or could command us to rape, divine command theory still implies the counterfactual that if God did command us to rape, then we would have a moral obligation to rape. That is absurd. And so this is, to take it out of the whole rape category, this is what I think it's Bertrand Russell. If you died and went to God and faced him, what would you say? And he'd shake his fist and say, "Not enough evidence."
That's right.
And so that's been kind of the new atheist mantra as well. And so I think that is another question that brings up of, are we actually trying to get to truth and having consistency, or are we just trying to find evidences towards our own position? And so I think that's not covered here, but I think that's definitely an important question that needs to be asked as well. So this is an actual argument, arbitrariness. Okay, who cares?
Yeah, did Senator Armstrong give us an argument?
No, this is absurd. I don't like this.
Yeah, that's an argument?
Right, that's his argument.
Yeah.
It assumes that this is a poor choice, but, again, that's not an argument. Notice something else he says. If morality depends on what God thinks, then it's not independent of whether anyone thinks so, and then morality is not objective. And so he and I are in agreement here. Morality, on my view, isn't objective in the sense of person independent, it's person dependent. So then what does that mean? What person is it dependent on?
Right. So what he's doing here is going through several objections to the divine command theory. The first one is this arbitrariness objection, right? And he kind of says, so he looks at this and he says, no, it is person independent, right? Or it's not, rather. It is dependent. It's person on dependent, dependent on person.